In 1935, the Belgian economic historian Henry Pirenne, in his final book, proposed the famous Pirenne thesis. He argued, without Muhammad, there would have been no Charlemagne. Today, I would like to use the same sentence structure to declare to you. Without Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of unified China, there would have been no Xiongnu Empire of the northern steppes. Perhaps most people will find the statement that Qin Shi Huang was the founding father of the Xiongnu is counterintuitive. As we all know, Qin Shi Huang, who founded the Qin dynasty, which turned into what the world calls China today, was one of the Xiongnu's most formidable enemies. He sent General Meng Tian to lead the Qin dynasty's army in his campaign to the north. The result was just as described in the historical text, the Faults of Qin. The Xiongnu were driven back over 220 miles. The Hu people dared not come south to graze their horses. Moreover, the Xiongnu already existed during China's Warring States period before Qin Shi Huang, which makes the timeline inconsistent. So where did the statement that Qin Shi Huang was the founding father of the Xiongnu even come from? Actually, this statement, like without Muhammad there would have been no Charlemagne, is an argument based on socio-economic history. The logic of the Pirenne thesis is that the Arab expansion disrupted the Mediterranean trade during the classical era, shifting the economic center of gravity in Europe toward the northwest, which led to the rise of the Carolingian Empire. Similarly, the logic of my thesis is that it was the unification of the Qin-Han Empire that forced the northern nomadic peoples to form a large-scale nomadic empire, enabling the nomads to obtain essential resources for survival from the central plains in the south. According to the records of the Grand Historian, the first Chanyu of the Xiongnu was Qin-Han Chanyu, who lived during the same era as Qin Shi Huang. Before Qin-Han Chanyu, the Xiongnu might have had earlier leaders, but their power could not compare with the power of the later Chanyus. In other words, the birth of the first steppe empire in northern China occurred around the same time as the establishment of the first unified empire in the Chinese Central Plains.